So here's another request, and you know, this is a simple request that for pickup weapons, my blueprint working only keyboards button touch button not working for mobile game. Okay, so basically what is meaning that for he create basically a simple mechanism that when he plays the F keyboard, he can basically pick up weapon, but he now we have Discord channel, so you can join there, and also you have any type of question or if you want to send me any log, you can just go there and join, and you can send me. Also we have Telegram channel, so you can join there too. You can follow us in our Facebook page or visit my profile, and you can download my game from Google Play Store. If you have any personal project or you want to just send me personally something, so you can send me Gmail on my Gmail ID, also in LinkedIn. You can get my paid course from Udemy, link in the description below. Also you get my plugins, assets and other stuff in my Epic Marketplace account, link in the description below. We try to make that same system for mobile, but the system is not working, or you don't know how we can call that basically system. For example, I already created, so let me show you that here's our third person player and there's some weapon. So if I go any of them from that weapon, and there's a button will become for me, that is a pick, and if I press that button from my UI, the weapon will be simply attached with my basically what I can say, my back basically. So this is called calling event function, or basically it's kind of like call event function type system. Okay, so now what I did, let me show you. This is a 5.0.1 project, and there's a third person template, and I add simple a weapon warped silver pack from Epic Marketplaces. You'll get that in free. And then what I did, I just go in with simple third person blueprint class, and I create a first of all a blueprint class called actor class, so I can put my weapon value. So what I did, basically just go to my viewport and I add my weapon mesh and a box collision, so I can verify basically if I'm near of that weapon or not. And also I set my weapon collisions to non-collision. Okay, and my box collision equals overlap dynamic, so it can verify what is basically overlapping or not. So now the second part in our third person player. So at the third person player, what I did, in the variable section I create a variable, and at the variable type I select my this actor name, that is the weapon BP. If you can search something like that, weapon BP, and I set my object reference because I want that weapon reference, so that's why, and I set it to editable. And then I create one more variable, that is a boolean type variable, and I set that name near weapon or not. Okay, and then once it's this thing done, I go simply in my weapon BP, and at here from box collision I simply add on begin overlap and end overlap. So on the even big overlap I call my BP third person character. Basically I'm verifying are that my third person player instead of that box collision or not. If it's, then from that what I call, that is my two variables, I just set them. One is set near of weapon, and that is true, and second weapon reference my variable, and I set that value to self. And in the end location, that is basically if I'm not that near of that weapon, so the UI not should be displayed. For make that system, what I did, just simply duplicate that, and I just set that value to false, and I set my weapon reference equals empty, that is a none, basically none equals empty. And then what I did, simply I create a UI. Okay, you can create a widget interface, and I just put that name to mobile inputs, and inside of the mobile inputs what I did, simply add a button and add a text. Okay, and I just change some color, so it's look nice, and simply set the anchor point, and then simply go to event graph. Okay, at the event graph what I did, first I create a variable that is which contain my player reference or my player data. So at the variable type I simply search my BP third person a player character and object reference, and once I get that I set it to instance editable and exports on pawn. Once I get what I did for make that call system, so whenever I press on this button, it should be called in my player. Okay, so for that in my player section what I did, I create a custom event, that is even you can use a function also. it will be a work like same. You can use function, you can use macro, you can use function library, but I show that custom event. Okay, so I just put that name to pick up, and then what I did, I just get my weapon reference at here, and then from that I check validity, are it's valid or not. If it's valid, what I did, I simply attach actor to component, because I want to attach my weapon in my backside or with my mesh, which one I have. So simply just get that mesh and I connect with my parent, and the target is basically my weapon reference. And once it's done, I set the variables to false, that is a no, I'm not near of that weapon right now once it's peak. And then for don't get any glitch or issue, so what I did, simply just from my weapon DP reference, I just get my box collision and set that to non-collision. So once the pickup system is done, it will be never show me the UI same again. Okay, and last, once I create this system, what I did, simply on my event begin play, I just simply create that widget, and because I set up it the variables player reference as editable and exposed on pawn, so it's come at here. So I just put my player data on my player reference and simply add to viewport. And so for enabling my mouse cursor, I just get player controller and show mouse cursor, so I can control that. And then in my mobile inputs, what I did on event tick, so for making that disappear and visible system, I get event tick, and from that I check validity. If I'm near of that weapon, what it's doing, it's basically visible that button for me. And if it's not, if I'm not, or that boolean is a false, it's when I'm not near of that weapon, and as a result the button should be hidden. Okay, that is a basically simple code, nothing else. It's a very easy to do, and as a result, here's the basically result. If I'm going near of that weapon, the weapon will be there's a pickup button will be show, and once I press the pickup, now I have weapon, so it will never show the the data or that okay, now you need to pick. You can do the same stuff for if you want to attach your gun in hand. Oh, for attaching hand, I just did a simple stuff. If I go to my player, on the attaching component, I set my stock name and the location rule, and rotation scale rule, that is snap target, you'll find it here. And for the stock name, I just go to my skeleton, and on my spinner 4 bone, I create a simple stock. And for see that actually how it's looking if I attach that weapon, so I simply enable that preview at asset. So I just get my weapon and simply just attach it here. So now you can see that how it's basically looking in the skeleton. That will be once we attach with the blueprint code, it will be work same. Okay, so that is the basically code. I hope you understand. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Love you all, bye, and see you in the next video and also in the next comment. Now we have Discord channel, so you can join there, and also you have any type of question, or if you want to send me any log, you can just go there and join, and you can send me. Also we have Telegram channel, so you can join there too. You can follow us in our Facebook page or visit my profile, and you can download my game from Google Play Store. If you have any personal project or you want to just send me personally something, so you can send me Gmail on my Gmail ID, also in LinkedIn. You can get my paid course from Udemy, link in the description below. Also you get my plugins, assets and other stuff in my Epic Marketplace account, link in the description below.